What if the internet suddenly asked you to prove your age, not with a click, but with real verification? And what if I told you Europe has already built that system? This isn't a concept, it's real. And it's about to change how the entire internet works. The European Union has just introduced a powerful new age verification system, not by asking big tech to fix the problem, but by building the solution themselves. For years, companies like Meta and Google argued that verifying user age was too complicated, too invasive, or simply not possible without violating privacy. Europe didn't wait. They created their own system. And here's where it gets interesting. This new app allows users to verify their age using an ID or passport, but without actually sharing personal data. No name, no birth date, no identity stored. Instead, it uses something called zero-knowledge proof technology, a system so advanced it confirms you're old enough without revealing who you are. On paper, this sounds like the perfect solution. Privacy stays protected, children stay safe. But reality is never that simple, because this system wasn't built in a vacuum. It was built in response to a growing crisis. Children today are spending more time online than ever before. Cyberbullying is rising, addictive algorithms are shaping behavior, and dangerous threats like grooming are becoming harder to control. So Europe stepped in with something stronger than guidelines: regulation. Under new laws, platforms are now required to protect minors or face massive penalties. We're talking fines of up to 6% of global revenue. That's not pressure, that's force, and suddenly age verification is no longer optional. It's inevitable. But here's where things take a turn. The moment you build a system that can verify age, you also create a system capable of verifying identity. And once that infrastructure exists, it doesn't just stay limited to one purpose. That's exactly what concerns experts. Hundreds of security researchers have already warned that systems like this could reduce privacy and increase surveillance risks. Because history shows one thing very clearly: technology built for protection can evolve into control. And then the first real problem appeared. Within hours of testing, a security flaw was discovered. A simple workaround allowed access to verified credentials without proper authentication. The issue came down to how the app stored its security data locally, meaning, with physical access to a device, the system could be manipulated. And that's not the only concern. Researchers also found that the system couldn't fully guarantee whether identity verification actually happened as intended. Fixing this could require sending sensitive data to external servers, but doing that would break the very promise the system was built on: privacy. So now Europe faces a critical decision. Do they prioritize privacy and risk security weaknesses, or do they strengthen security at the cost of user privacy? This is not just a technical challenge, it's a fundamental trade-off, and it leads to a much bigger picture. Because this app is not just about protecting children, it's part of a larger shift. Europe is building its own digital ecosystem, independent, self-controlled, and no longer reliant on American tech companies. From digital identity wallets to financial systems to AI regulations, this is about redefining digital power. And this age verification system, it could become the blueprint for the rest of the world because it's open source. Any country can adopt it, which means this debate is no longer local, it's global. So what happens next? If Europe manages to fix the flaws while keeping privacy intact, this could become the gold standard for online safety. But if privacy is compromised along the way, then this system could become something very different, something far more powerful and far more controversial. At its core, this isn't just about technology, it's about trust. Trust in systems, trust in governments, trust in the future of the internet, because the same tool that protects users can also monitor them. And the line between those two outcomes is thinner than most people think. One thing is clear: Europe is no longer waiting for change. They are building it, and the rest of the world is watching.